Today, we're diving into one of history's most fascinating and mysterious topics: gladiators. Who were these skilled fighters? What was their life like? Prepare yourself for a journey through ancient Rome's brutal arenas, packed with riveting tales of valor, survival, and legacy. Stick around until the end for some shocking facts that might just change how you view these legendary warriors. Gladiators were armed combatants who entertained audiences in the arenas of ancient Rome. They fought each other, wild animals, and sometimes even condemned criminals. Originating in the 3rd century BCE, these fierce competitors were often slaves, prisoners of war, or even volunteers seeking fame and fortune. But what drove them to fight, knowing the odds of survival were stacked against them? The tradition of gladiatorial combat began with funeral games, a way to honor the deceased. As the Roman Empire expanded, the games evolved into a popular form of public entertainment. Rulers used gladiators to display power and control, often staging extravagant events in massive arenas, like the Colosseum, which could hold up to 80,000 spectators. Did you know? The word gladiator comes from the Latin word gladius, meaning sword. But not all gladiators wielded swords. There were various types, each with unique weapons and fighting styles, like the nimble retiarius, who fought with a net and trident. With their intense training and discipline, gladiators became skilled athletes, akin to modern-day sports stars. Despite their often grim fate, life as a gladiator was not purely one of despair. Many received rigorous training in special schools called ludi, where they learned combat techniques and honed their physical abilities. They were fed well and cared for, as their trainers, known as lanistai, sought to turn them into successful fighters. But fear loomed large. Each match was a life or death struggle, and gladiators faced peril every time they stepped into the arena. They fought not just for survival, but for glory. Victorious gladiators often became celebrities, celebrated by crowds, and even receiving gifts from admirers. So what happened to these warriors after their fierce battles? The outcomes varied widely. Some earned their freedom through exceptional performance, receiving a wooden sword called a rudis as a symbol of their newfound liberty. Others, however, met a grim end in the arena, becoming victims of the crowd's bloodlust. But there's a twist. Historical records indicate that many gladiators lived long lives despite the danger. Some retired and started families, while others became trainers themselves. Just imagine the tales they could have told. Today, the legacy of gladiators lives on. Archaeologists have uncovered many gladiatorial schools and burial sites. Museums in Rome and beyond showcase artifacts, weapons, and even the remains of gladiators, giving us a glimpse into their world. Gladiators have also cemented their place in popular culture, inspiring countless films, books, and video games. From the epic film Gladiator to video games like Shadow of Rome, their stories continue to captivate our imagination. Now let's dive into some intriguing facts you might not know about gladiators, not just men. While most gladiators were male, some women also fought in the arena, defying societal norms and expectations, known as gladiatrix. Gladiator's diet. Surprisingly, gladiators followed a vegetarian diet. They primarily consumed barley, beans, and grains, with occasional meat, which helped them build muscle and endurance. Fighting styles. There were specialized gladiators with unique fighting styles, like the heavily armored Mamilo, who fought with a sword and shield, and the agile Thrax, known for his curved sword and small shield, the Andabata. These fighters wore helmets that completely obscured their vision, relying on their sense of hearing and touch to navigate the arena. Thumb down myth. Spectators had a say in the fate of the defeated gladiators. Thumbs up meant mercy, thumbs down signaled death. But the true meaning of the gesture remains a mystery. Some believe it was the opposite. Gladiator Unions. Gladiators formed their own associations or collegia, providing mutual support, insurance, and even retirement benefits. Gladiator Games' demise. As the Roman Empire declined, so did the glory of gladiatorial games. By the 5th century CE, the rise of Christianity and changing social attitudes led to their eventual ban. In conclusion, gladiators were more than just fighters. They were symbols of bravery, skill, and the complex social dynamics of their time. Their stories, filled with triumph and tragedy, continue to resonate with us today. As we ponder their legacy, remember that they were human beings who faced unimaginable odds in pursuit of glory. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more captivating historical content. Until next time, stay curious.